What's up guys, Rand Razor here with another tech video for you guys today, and today we take a quick look at Apple's overpriced cases for the iPad Pro, the smart cover and silicone case. So of course without further ado, let's slice this open, slap it on the iPad and give you guys my quick in-depth review. So I don't normally review Apple's own cases, mainly because they are super expensive and there are definitely better options out there from third parties like OtterBox Spec and many other brands. Because the 9.7-inch iPad Pro is such a new device, I did have to splurge on Apple's own cases as there aren't really many options out there for third-party brands. Unfortunately for Apple, they no longer offer the smart case, which is basically the silicone case and smart cover in an all-in-one package, nor do they offer the leather option either. So this is kind of like their only options right now, which is a smart cover and silicone case, and in order to have full protection, you have to buy both of them. They are available in a variety of different colors, which is one of the upsides about these two cases here. I picked up the white as well as the dark gray, mainly because I like both colors, couldn't decide on which one to get for a solid color, so why not mix and match and have them contrast. So first off, we have the Apple iPad Pro smart cover here, and pretty much comes in your standard Apple packaging, nothing too spectacular. The first and only thing that we get is the smart cover itself. Next, of course, is we have the smart case, which I don't think is really that smart, or actually silicone case. They don't call it the smart case. My bad. But anyways, here is the smart case in dark gray, and just like the smart cover, that is pretty much it, and one simple instruction on how to install it. Before we slap on the iPad, here's a quick look at the interior of the silicone case here, and as you guys can see, it has a very nice, super soft microfiber textured finish to it. Would definitely keep your iPad free from scratches and whatnot. Got the iPad branding on the bottom here, and this little top part here is actually, I guess, a non-covered part for the antenna for those of you who have the 3G or LTE model, I think. Anyways, here is my iPad Pro. Also have a tempered glass screen protector on here, so it'll be interesting to see how well it works with these cases. Let's slap it on and see what it looks like. Alright, so I got the silicone case here installed onto the iPad, which is obviously pretty easy, and there is a huge opening on the left side here for obvious reasons, and that is to make way for the smart cover here. So the smart cover does connect via magnets, like so, and that is pretty much it, and you're ready to go. Anyways, taking a quick overview of the case and what it has to offer. First off, the case on both, or the case and the cover is made of this kind of silicone or rubberized material that surrounds the exterior of both the case and cover. This material is pretty great because it gives you a nice grip when you're holding the case and cover together. However, because it's made of this material, it does tend to get dirty pretty easily, especially the white model here. So I would recommend not getting the white case model, considering it always sits on a table or something. And if it gets dirty, this rubberized material does get, or is a little bit difficult to clean. Anyways, checking out the case portion here. First off, the Apple logo. This is the only company that can put an Apple logo on their cases for obvious reasons. Apple can do it themselves. But anyways, moving on, we do have a very nice precise cutout for the camera and flash, secondary microphone here. On the top part, got nice perforated cutouts for the stereo speakers, headphone jack, a cover for the power button as well, and both the power button as well as the volume rockers on the side here do have a very nice tactile feedback when you press on them, and it's not too difficult to press either. Lastly, on the bottom here, we do have two perforated cutouts for the other stereo speakers, and of course the lightning port as well. Checking out the interior portion of the case here where the iPad sits, the nice thing about this case is that Apple designed it so it doesn't lip over the glass edge of the iPad screen, which is a good thing because for those of you who rock a screen protector, and especially a tempered glass one that I have on here right now, it doesn't affect the screen protector at all because the case only covers the chamfered edge and not the glass screen. So this is definitely a nice bonus with the Apple silicone case. Moving on to the smart cover here, the obvious feature that every smart cover has to offer is automatic unlock and lock feature when you open and close it. The ability to stand up your iPad in a nice kind of movie viewing mode, as well as a typing mode on a lower angle. Just like the silicone case, you get a nice microfiber interior here that protects the glass screen. And because it's a super flexible flap, you could say, it makes it very easy to wrap it around the iPad, so you can hold it like this without having the flap to interfere with using your left or right hand. Overall, guys, the first impressions on Apple's smart cover as well as their silicone case for the iPad Pro is fairly positive. Kind of wish they released their smart case that they had for the iPad Air and iPad Minis for the new iPad Pro, but I think Apple purposely didn't do that to make more money on their accessories, since the case and the cover here do come at a pretty hefty price tag. Altogether is about $150 in Canada here to buy both these two accessories just so you can protect your iPad, which unfortunately, since there's no third-party options out there, at least not too many as of yet, this is the only option to get to have some sort of protection for the iPad Pro. One of the things I like about Apple's own cases and covers here is that you know it's going to perfectly work. Every port, every perforation on the speakers here, they're going to line up perfectly because Apple designed the product. They can obviously design the case. One silly thing I like about the Apple cases here is that because they can perfectly design this case with your iPads, the case hugs the iPad very nicely. So there's no gap in between the case and the iPad on any of the ports here, so dust and debris can't really get in, which is something that I find that third-party manufacturers have difficult with. And if dust and debris gets in between the case and your iPad, that could damage the finish because it's always pressing against the iPad. So that's one nice thing I like about this case, is that it provides a very nice snug fit. In terms of any cons or things I don't like about the case here, as I mentioned earlier, the silicone or rubberized material that they use can't get dirty very easily, especially for the lighter colors. In addition, with the high price tag for both the cover and the case, it's a pretty expensive option to get protection for your iPad. In conclusion, guys, for those of you looking for a protective case and cover for your iPad Pro, you obviously can't go wrong with Apple's own cases for it. In addition, for those who like to match brand for brand, this is obviously the best choice. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions or comments about the case or cover, ask away in the comment section there down below. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you on next video.